Squids, week 10. Welcome back to the show. I want to preface with I'm doing this show sick. I don't feel good. Tummy hurts, head hurts, sinuses hurt, everything's hurt, pain everywhere. That explains my loss last week, but we'll get into that when we get Mario onto the call. I want to start with one thing. The viewership's down for the show, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So I have a new thing I'm going to start doing. Mario definitely doesn't watch these shows back. So these intros are between us and the rest of the league. Mario, you're for sure not watching. I've been given a word. The word is extravagant. My goal during this episode is to do one thing and one thing only. Two things, actually. Two things and two things only. One, not laugh whenever Mario does the Riz face. Two, make Mario say extravagant as fast as I possibly can. Comment down below what the next word, what the word for next week should be. And with that, we could run the intro. Wids, week 10.
10 wins news. I mean, week 10.
10 wins. No one has 10 wins in this league. Fulvio has 9. Fulvio's 8-1. No, 8. I'm sorry.
No
Only
one possibly could have 10 weeks if it's week 10, Dennis.
You're right. Okay, I want to preface this with I am sick. My tummy hurts. My throat hurts.
Wah.
My wah hurts. Everything hurts. So I just want to preface with that. But Mario, can I tell you something?
I'm here.
I'm having a fantastic day. A great day. A gorgeous day. You do
Week 10.
one. You do one. A beautiful day.
It's a great day in American history. I think that's what you're trying to say.
I wasn't going for that, but that's also true. Um,
When we rewatch this, we have to know what happened this day. We all know.
yeah, hold on. So let's give today's Wednesday, November 6th. Election day was yesterday. 2024 election day was yesterday. Donald Trump, 47th president of the United States. Mary, how do you feel about that?
We brought the boom.
Kind of a roll. He kind of rolled.
Yeah.
People online are upset.
Big week for
Yes.
not only the Squids, America. So let's get into it.
Fantastic week. Gorgeous week.
Beautiful summer week, November.
Summer week. Beautiful weather outside. Okay, Mar. Can I tell you something about this? Now we can focus to fantasy football. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
There's two things that I want to talk about today.
All right. What's the first thing?
The first thing is there's a team on a 3-game losing streak that we have to talk about. Second thing, there's a team on a 2-game winning streak that we have to talk about.
Yeah.
Get into both of those things after the power rankings. Mar, talk about the man in the suit. What was he wearing this time? When did he show up?
He pulled up in all red. He pulled up in all
red.
red. Yeah, for November 6th. For yesterday.
He was doing one of these?
Hey, here, take the envelope. He didn't say that, but he was just like,
yeah.
He went back to his black Escalade and kind of like just disappeared to the thin air. You don't even see the car pull off. It's weird.
Which way does he go when he comes? Does he come out towards like where I live, or does he go like towards Iron Prep?
Every time it's different.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. I want more info on this guy.
Sometimes he goes down towards you. Sometimes he goes up and then to the left. Tortiso. Sometimes he goes straight. It's weird.
Really
He
interesting.
doesn't let you know your next move.
Interesting. No, he's an interesting guy, but man,
It's a different car every week. It's not the same car.
No shit. I thought it was always the blacked out Escalade.
All black. no matter what it is.
He does pull up an all black. So it's just an all
Honestly,
black whip every time.
yeah, yeah.
What's the toughest one he's ever pulled up in?
The S class, just in class. Yeah,
Hard.
just yeah, crazy
How would you describe an S class? Give me
class,
one word to describe an S class.
class C.
No, come on. Give me something good. Give me something descriptive.
Descriptive.
Yeah. Like
Literature arts class.
what?
What is this? English language arts class.
No, I'm just trying to see your vernacular here.
My
I'm doing
diction.
the crossword. So like my vocabulary right now is like I'm up.
You're up. You're up. All right.
I'm up.
Dapper. That's a good word.
Dapper. Good word. Good word. Okay, dapper. Anyway, Mar, give
Yeah.
us power rankings going into week 10.
All right. So bottom up as usual. We have Rob at 2-7 punting, 40 points last week. Sick, bro.
Is that
Um,
season low?
it has to be an all record low.
There was
57.
someone else that threw, I think it was Steve, threw up an all-time like 38 or something.
That's crazy. 40.40.
Wow. That could be a
40.
Squids record. Some Dan, when you watch the show, because I know you watch,
In the comments
look at
below.
the records, comment below. Is that the lowest score that we've ever seen in Squids?
Sauce down one, man. Like, I don't know. Sauce down one.
The sauce experience.
Sauce. Gear
That's how it goes.
at 10.
Yep.
Down two spots. Frank the Tank. Big L, man. He is a fringe team. I didn't write his record here, but I think he is
I could
three
tell
or
you.
four wins.
Who did he play last week? Do you know?
Frank
Top of
played
your head?
he played Gear and he
They
lost.
lost?
He's 3-6 right now, and
Ugh.
like he's at the cusp of this playoff team. So
Yeah, I was with
right
him this
now,
weekend,
not
and
not power rankings wise. Sorry,
right.
go on.
No, I was gonna say I was with him this weekend, and I just asked him, how you feeling about the team first year, and he said he was disappointed himself. He says he thinks he can do better. He will do better. So
This
as
year or next year?
this year, as a futures holder in Frank the Tank 2021, I'm not happy, but I feel okay with where we're at. I think we're projecting this way, Mayor. I think we're projecting this way.
As a futures holder in this team that's up next,
Yeah.
up spot at 2-7, Thomas Murtaugh, um, team bust a nut. He technically, if the players were to start today, Frank would go over this team, but this team is hot.
No, it's
Eighth,
power rankings. This isn't
yeah, I
standing.
know. That's what I'm just
Power
saying.
rankings. Yeah.
Eighth ranked team right now, hot at 2-7, hot as
These teams to watch. Frank the Tank, uh,
burning flame.
Bust a Nut. These are the teams to look to grab that 7, 8, even 6 spot going into
Yeah,
the playoffs. We're coming up on it quick. I think it's 14 weeks in the regular season, so it's time
yeah,
to
we're almost there, bro.
shut up if you're these teams. Now
Um,
it's time to get hot.
yeah, Rue, huge win, huge win. Puts himself back up in the contention at 7 right here. He needs to scrape together a couple more wins. Never know what happens in the playoffs, and you never know.
Yeah.
But then we have down one spot of Spades, still a top half team.
Hmm.
Uh, took an L this week, but not too worried about him.
Yeah, he's playing Cinderella.
This team though might be a little worried.
Uh-oh.
Anthony down one spot at 6-3, went from the undefeated god of this team, losing three straight. Um,
Wow. He's at number 6.
no, he's at 5.
5, I'm sorry. Okay, number 5,
Um,
Anthony. Okay.
I mean, he went from 1, and he's just been going this way, man.
Yeah,
If I
so
think this,
I
he took
mentioned before we've got to talk about two teams. Anthony is the 3-game losing streak we need to talk about, and then Murtaugh, your boy, on the ups. I
futures
got
holder.
some I got some opinions and some takes on these teams coming up.
Um, Tiso up 2 spots at 6-3, huge win. Really cementing himself the top 4 team, I think.
Yeah, agreed.
Went to Fulvio this week, very hard to go at Fulvio. Took an L, but still top 3 team. Still put a good amount of points. So at number 2, remaining at 2, Freetik Galamad. Is always a top app, and he's 7-2. Only 7-2 team, and the only 8-1 team is Fu at top. So top down, we got Fu, Freet, Dust, Tiso, Ant, Spades, Rue, Tom, Frank, Gear, Sauce, and Rob.
Power rankings. Again, I reiterate, we don't do these power rankings. Man in the suit pulls
Oh,
up. He pulls up. He knows when we're doing the show. We're in a group chat with him. I say, man in the suit, we're doing the show today. He provides.
dropped it off. Yeah.
Provides.
He only needs like a hour heads up, which is weird. He gets here any day of the week.
Yeah, no, I think his only use like in life
Like, yeah.
is to provide these rankings and then to deliver them to you. I don't even know where he's at, but like I'm like, yo, we recorded 7 today. Yeah, but what time is he at your house? 6:40? Like he just shows up.
And like it's weird. If you try to call the number that he texts from, it just says like this number's not in service. I don't know
No,
how.
voicemail. You can only text. You can
Yeah,
only text. Man in the suit.
weird.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Mara, I got some takes that I want to let fly.
yeah, let's rip through some takes. Let's do it.
Can I just go off for like 2 minutes?
Yeah, let's do it. I don't even
All
want to
right.
look. I don't want to look at standings or stats. It doesn't
No, no,
matter.
no. I'm gonna look at it on my side just because I want reference points. But
Takes and takes. I like this.
there's 3 teams now actually because we just glossed over one that I want to make sure gets their flowers because they deserve it. And I'm gonna start there. That's the Jeffersons. Jeffersons is a T-cell run organization. We know T-cell runs a tight ship over there in Lake Isle States. He's sitting at 6-3 right now. I'm telling you, this is a top 2 team come playoffs in 4 weeks. I think this will be the number 2 team, and that's no slight to myself, Anthony, or yourself. I think this is the second best team in the league. I think this is a serious, serious title contender to go for number 3. He was the first to get number 2. I'm buying in today that he gets number 3 this year as well. You can add that to my card. That's a future for the Jeffersons. The second team that I want to touch on, and before I actually go on, you want to comment on anything I'm saying so far?
No, go on.
Okay, number 2 is Anthony. 3-game losing streak. And I'll tell you right now, this team is going to sink if he doesn't change that team name. He changed the team name. He ends in the top 4. He's a serious contender going in, and he might take another one home. If he stays Anthony going in, he might miss the playoffs. He might miss the playoffs. I could see him losing out.
This playoffs, that'll be
I
hard to
could
miss.
see him losing out. There's no, how do you, this is like when Washington had the football team. There's no pizzazz for that team. There's no nothing for that team. How are you supposed to play for that guy?
I guess
Anthony, you're better than this. He's better than this, Mar. Tell him. Tell him.
he can do better. I think
He's
he will do
better than
better.
this. He's better than this.
All right, you done?
No, I got one more.
Keep going. Tell me when you're done.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
say,
okay. One more. This is the last one. This is the last one. We have busting up for Michigan. If you look at the standings, that's the number 11 team. That's hysterical to me. That's
yeah,
hysterical to me. This is like the Atlanta Falcons in the actual NFL. The Atlanta Falcons have a good record, but it's a hyperbole. It's an overlooked team. You don't care about it. I don't care about it right now. Playoffs are in 4 weeks. This team will be there. This team will win a playoff game. That means I could see a team like, I don't know, Marvin's Room, perhaps.
I would not want to play Tom Brown one.
I
Ooh, that's
wouldn't
a,
want to play him either. And I tell you this, whoever does play him week 1, it could be myself, it could be you, it could be Fulvio, it could be Jefferson's. Whoever's playing busting in the playoffs, I will pick him in the first round. He will lose in the second round.
if Tom, are you done? Sorry.
Yeah, so just to summarize the 3 takes. 1, Jefferson's number 2 seed, maybe number 1 seed going into the playoffs.
You're
For
putting
number
a
3,
football bet on him. You just said.
Super Bowl bets in.
Okay.
Number 2, Anthony, change the team name or you're missing the playoffs. I could see you losing out. If you change the team name, you will remain in the top 4 contender. Number 3, bust a nut. You could book them being in the divisional round. They will not win the championship divisional round. Divisional round. Go ahead, Mayor.
All right. I'm gonna start where you left off. Bust the nut. My original Super Bowl pick preseason, I actually doubled down. His odds went down, right? Obviously. And you know what happens when the stock market goes down? I
Yep.
put
Correct.
one in,
Correct.
get it while it's low because it's
Yep.
gonna go. Yeah,
It's
right
only gonna
now,
get better.
if it were to start today, he would be out. But it doesn't start today. That's the thing. And
That's
if
true.
he is like the eight, if he wins, let's say it's week 13, right? Or week 14, and this let's say he's seed 8,
Mm-hmm.
right? To play the 1 seed. If he wins another game and plays the 2 seed, I will lose that game intentionally not to face him. I do not want to see him. I do not
Okay.
like this is the team you don't want to face.
Okay. Now that you're saying that, if there's a scenario where I get to avoid playing him, I will throw as well.
So everyone will throw not to play this kid.
I refuse to play him. I won't play him. I told you to play in the division. I won't be that guy that loses to him. I won't.
So yes, Tom on the rise. My Super Bowl pick, it was always Tom as a Super Bowl pick. Never a doubt in my mind. You can look at the archives. I never said anything about this,
Oh,
but
you never doubted once. Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something?
yeah,
Okay, thank you for responding. Um, You took Super Bowl favorite, or you took the Super Bowl bet before the season. What were the odds on that? And then what did you take it again at this just now? What did you take it
All right,
again at?
before the season, because he never won a chip. I
Yeah.
think maybe one, two people who never won. I don't even know. Um,
I think it's like three or four.
Tom was not. It was yeah, Dan Fu and Tom. I think those three.
Yes,
Uh,
of the original eight.
so it's low,
Yeah.
bro. And he's never even been like a good playoff team. So he was like plus what was it like 2400
That's good value. That's good value. And then it went down after the bad start. What'd you get at the bad start?
plus it was like 33, 34. It was
Wow. I thought it would be up by plus five, maybe plus 5,000, plus 6,000, but plus 33
um
sharp.
so he made that trade for A-Chan and went back up, and then he lost an A-Chan to a thing, got
Oh,
hurt.
that's going to look good now. Achan's going to be a top,
Yeah,
assuming
no.
health for himself and Tua. That's a top
If this does not
five
hit,
back.
if this does not hit, um, big trouble for myself. I will have to sell everything I own because I will have no money left.
Correct. But that's what you got to do for it. Can I tell you something? There's nothing. Glory is priceless, Mario. It's priceless.
Yeah,
You can come back from being broke and being in debt,
yeah, yeah.
but you can't come back from having a Super Bowl pick and not backing him with everything in you.
Yeah,
You can't come back from that because what if he wins? You're a king.
yeah, I am.
And if
Already
they
called
lose, who
last
cares?
year.
You'll
Already
come
called my
back.
account last year.
You come back because you know what? Then you go next year, you bet on Team Dust to win it all. And you make
Hey,
it back. And you make it back. All right.
um, my next point before I
Yes,
got
please. Oh, sorry. I don't know you had more. Please fire it
yeah,
off.
I only got one so far, bro. You had four.
At three.
I like to touch on. You touched on Frank. I'm gonna touch on Tiso as well.
We didn't touch
And
on Frank enough. You can go back to Frank after.
I don't want to touch on Frank right now. That's
Oh,
all you. I'm
okay.
gonna touch
That's
on
fine.
Tiso.
Yep.
I do agree he's on the rise. I think it was 2, 3 weeks ago. Which team are you most is it not going to be in this spot now? And I did say Tiso. I don't know what episode that was, but he had a couple bad losses, but
Right.
he's still good.
Play that
And
clip about Tiso right here. Okay, keep going.
um, so yes, I do agree with that take you had. And lastly, Anthony, you need to tee up, bro. I'm not rooting for you or against you. Do something about it, bro. Like you went like silent. The sidelines went silent. Um,
People are
what
calling it the team Dust curse. You
what is
beat
he
the
gonna
team
curse?
Dust, it doesn't work out for you. That's just what people are saying.
What?
So he became the Dustbusters. He hasn't won since. That's all I'm saying.
How you gonna bounce back? And the only way this thing could bounce back is change the name, and he changed it to Anthony. Weak.
Can I
So
actually I have a suggestion for him?
no,
I
hold
think he
on,
should go back to DK picks. Go ahead, keep going.
crazy. That's like a really good team, like trading for a player that's supposed to be really good on paper, but it's like just not good for the team.
Hmm.
You just gotta cut ties, change that name, get back to your original ways. Do it with the people you have. You know, original
Agreed.
ways can be DK, but those are dark times in this
They
league. So
were DK picks.
those are my top three takes. Diesel to the moon. Anthony, don't know where he's going. And yeah, Diesel also up. Picks?
That's it. I mean, we could just end the show right there. That was fantastic.
Yeah, picks.
But we're
Or
not going to. Let's get into week 10 picks. Matt, I'm going to share my screen here. Can you run through our records from last week and where we stand at this point in terms of records?
yeah, sure, bro. Last week, we had Free T take on Semantics. Free T took that easily. We both took Free T. We both mortal Free T. So that's two checks for us there.
Very nice.
Sage versus Nut. We both took Busted Nut, and guess what? He took that W, so that's both a check for us right there.
Yep.
First yourself, I took Fu. You took yourself, and as you should. Fu took that win. I got a check. You get an X right there. Gear versus Frank. We both took Frank. That's an X for both of us. Rue versus Sauce. We both took Sauce. Rue took a big win. I don't know. Looking back at it, why would we pick Sauce anyway? Both X's right there. Salah versus Tiso. We both took Tiso. Sharp. Both get a check. Um, so that puts us on the week for me 5-2. You 4-3 on the season. 44-18 for myself. You're 39-23. Mortals on the season for myself 5-2. Mortals on the season 4-3 for you. I mean,
Applause for us just for doing a great job. We pick these games well. We really do. We really do. Um, I actually just realized that. Okay, so again, let's go back to the beginning. I'm a little sick, not 100% here. I totally forgot that waivers was this morning. So I'm just now
Oh,
seeing what people picked up. Mary, did you make any claims? You
yeah,
picked
Quentin
up a
Johnson.
kicker,
Um,
Quentin Johnston.
yeah, we use a little wide receiver depth. We got I got
Look
Jordan
at
Reed.
Robbie Dukes out here. Sorry to interrupt. Look at Robbie Dukes out here trying to make moves.
Yeah, I thought he was punting anyway.
I thought he was anyway.
I put what did I do? I Reed is going to be on by AJ Brown. Probably hurt again for a couple weeks, so I'm thin at wide receiver. So need to make a pickup. Don't
All
want
right.
people rolling out
QJ
corner.
could be the guy. He could be the guy for you. No, he had a big week last week. I think he was wide receiver two or something.
One.
Doesn't show you. Was he one?
Oh no, it says it on the week. We scroll up a little bit. Um,
What
oh,
does
it
it say?
usually would say like on the week.
No, I think on the app, like on the phone, it says it here. This
Uh,
this website on the computer is like so shitty compared to the app on the phone. But I think he was either wide receiver one or like three or something. He was up there. So hey, that could be a big pickup for you. That
yeah,
could
we
be a
get
big pickup for
a
you.
couple weeks from him. Get the team back and healthy, off buys.
This is a sharp pick. Fulvio's fucking good at fantasy football, man. I hate it. This is a good pick. You see the whole thing with DJ Moore just giving up? You caught that whole play or no?
No.
There was a couple plays last week during the Bears loss that DJ Moore was like clearly not trying. There was like
Ooh.
three plays that someone clipped onto Twitter. It was like a speed out that he was like the primary read on. It was like a 2nd and 5 or something. He was like the first down play, and he like jogged through it, and Caleb couldn't throw it to him. And then there was two like Mahomes-esque scramble drills where the play breaks down. He's got to run around, and one of them, DJ Moore just walked onto the sideline and sat down mid play,
Oh wow.
jarring. So moving forward, I think they're going to start transitioning. I thought he was going to get traded, like dumped to like the Steelers or something because of that. I could totally see them start transitioning off DJ Moore to offload him in the offseason and start loading in this kid. Uh, Fulvio just is going to breed these fucking wide receivers and it's going to get me tight. I don't care about that right now though. Let's talk about matchups, Mayor.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get started with um Frank. No. Let's start with Fu versus Rob. We're talking about Fu. Let's just talk about Fu really quick. Uh,
Yeah, I mean we're both gonna pick Fu here, right? I don't think there's any qualms with that. We do get McCaffrey back this week.
last ditch effort to do something. So
Right.
maybe
Could
more.
we see McCaffrey get dealt to someone?
Never know.
Maybe. Maybe. I could report on one team that's been calling. Um, on Fulvio's side, he did lose a wide receiver, right? I think who was it? Brian Thomas is questionable. I thought he was out. Brian Thomas questionable. Maserati Marvu's been less than good. Um, and Fulvio's just casually sitting on DeAndre Hopkins, Jameson Williams, and now Odunze. So Fulvio's just gonna keep winning. I'm going Fu.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Fu too. I think it's the right pick.
Yeah, I don't care what the number is. I'll just take Fu.
Next, let's get into
There's a couple good games out there now. I'm looking
yeah.
at.
There's actually think about it now. Like me versus T. T's like up. You
Yep,
versus Spades is a big matchup for the
yep,
middle of
yep.
to get.
I think that Frank the Tank and Bust Nuts are both Super Bowl picks. That's a
Let's
massive game.
let's go to Gear versus Sauce.
Gear versus Sauce. A 4-5 versus 2-7 battle. Sauce probably fighting for his last breath here. Um, no Dak Prescott. He's still only projected to lose by 6, which is pretty impressive. We have a quarterback to play here. T-Law.
Yeah, he's. I think if he plays that player, he got a good chance of winning the week.
Yeah, he sure does. Bijan, I think, is like RB1 now, right? Kind of moving forward, unless it's Saquon, it might be Saquon. Um, Devontae Adams in the flex. It's a good team. Looking at gear, again, it's the two running backs that the whole team is kind of based off of. Now that two is back, that's pretty nice. Um, I don't know, man. What are you thinking here? David Montgomery as well.
I like Sauce this week. I really do. I don't know. Something's gravitated me towards Sauce. Bijan really good this. Aaron Jones. I think Addison. Aaron Jones, you want to target Jacksonville's matchups. Drake London's caught a touchdown in like hella games this year. Drake London,
He might not play though. That's the only thing. I know he got banged up in that game at some point.
uh,
Officially
he had a lot of
limited.
touchdowns this year.
Hip injury on Sunday. He left
Guess
early.
what? He has Devontae Adams in the flex. So you could always put rise up. He has Rashad White on the bench. Couple
Yeah.
moves, couple
Yeah.
moves. He's fine. I'm not worried about that either.
Yeah.
And
Steve, if we watch the show, we could drop the Strange guy. It's over, brother.
it's a little strange to still have him.
There you go. Ah, you like that. I'm gonna go with Sauce as well.
All right, put in the books.
What's next?
Um, these are all really good. Let's fuck. Fuck. We have so many primetime games this week, man.
Anthony 117 projections. Fucking crazy.
Do that one.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
21 points, 17 points, 14, 13, 12 and a half.
Rue and Ant. So Ant to save a season. Not save. I would say to save a season. And Rue
No,
is
this is like to right the ship though. Three in a row. If you get to four in a row,
save a
you got to
season.
stop the bleeding. This would be a massive win for John just in terms of getting the momentum going for his season. He's banking on this guy Brooks again. I think he played him last week,
I hate that.
and he
Yeah.
didn't even play. Like I don't know what we're doing here. I don't think
Can
there's
you
an option
can you
for
click on
him.
your boy's name? Brown. His RB1. You see it last week?
Yeah, 20. 27 for 120. That's pretty damn good. 5 for 37.
Your fucking boy.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. He looks like Eric Decker, but if Eric Decker's mom or if Eric Decker had a son with like a Spanish woman,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
this guy looks like. This looks like slightly Spanish Eric Decker. Am I wrong?
no, you're not.
Right? Sharp. Chase Brown. Shout out to you, dude.
For like this guy was probably picked him up the sixth, seventh rounds. RB19 on the year. Starting one, you got to start him every week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. That's a great pickup for John. It's huge for the program considering now that he lost um Mason.
Yeah.
That's
If he,
tough seeing. That was
it
kind
was
of his only out was CMC just being out all year and Mason just being a top running back.
was a
Uh,
sharp pickup early. He just sat on it and didn't want to like pick up anyone else. He's just like, I'm riding this out, and it caught up.
yeah, I mean, looking back now, um, obviously hindsight's 2020. It would have been an all-time dump job just to like play him for a couple weeks and get rid of him. But how could you really tell that this team was going to be this bad? It's kind of a weird thing to see the Niners being this bad, much like it's weird to see Johnny under 500 in the Squids League. With that said,
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you taking?
the
I have
projections don't lie here, Meyer. Salah's team is just way better. Eventually, you're just going to win a game when your team is this good. So give me Rue the day.
oh,
Yeah,
did
give me Rue the day, just because.
all right, I like it. I think this is Anthony's get right game. I think
Oh, it
he's a
100% is. I'm literally punting a game. I just realized he has Kareem Hunt too. That's such one of his boys. It's like insane.
I think you got to get right. He has to get right. If he somehow loses, I mean, any given Sunday, he somehow loses this,
Oh,
he
it's
might.
it's oh, you know what's weird? I think I picked him up at some point this year.
He
Yes,
did.
look. I had him on my birthday and I dropped him, and now he's gonna be like a perennial playoff like player. Like you won because of this guy.
That's
This
great.
is this is how you lose championships, folks. This is how you get knocked out in round one.
That's pain, bro.
Yeah, I just thought about that because I remember fucking having this guy on my team and now he's predicted 14 points, and that's very annoying. Um, Pacheco's coming back though, so I don't care. Mary, you're going with Salah. I think that's the right play. But
Yeah,
you
he
know
got to
what?
get. He has to get right at some point, bro. This team is just too talented not to win.
Agreed. Agreed. I think I actually do have like some logic behind it. Um, I can't defend this at all. But two things. One, he's got two-star receivers. CeeDee
Yeah,
Lamb was wide receiver one last week, or was that 2 weeks ago?
some shit like that.
2 weeks
Too.
ago, and then last week he had no touchdowns, but another good game. And then this guy, you're playing against the worst team in the league. Eventually, you're just gonna have a good game again. He might score like two times this week. I think he gets a lot of points to these two receivers, and I think the Cincinnati Bengals are well coached. this is not going to be as easy as it's been. I think they're going to make Lamar throw and beat him, which helps Johnny because he's got Zay Flowers. So
I, given your rationale, looking at it now, it's way closer than what the projections have it.
yeah, I agree with that. I think this is going to be a close game. I think these teams are going to score a ton of points. I think they're both up in like the
Three wide
120.
receivers, those three wide receivers could put up like 60 points for him, maybe more.
Yeah, pretty easily. And I mean, and you have Laporta here who's been bad, right, in terms of fantasy
Yeah,
production, but he's just a great football player. So like at any point he could just have a game, right?
yeah.
Each year where like he just randomly had a touchdown, 13 points. If you can get 10 plus points out of this guy, get him a touchdown, get him in the end zone. They're playing Houston. It's gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah, I agree.
This is gonna be a big game.
Chase Brown might put up 22, so also 20
Yeah.
all.
Right, right. Yeah. Give me Rue the day.
I don't hate that pick. I like that pick. It got kind of faded me off, but I'll stick with what I said. I think he gets right.
I respect it. I respect it. All right, so we got what, 3 games here left?
Yeah, let's go me versus Tiso.
Okay. This is the game of the week, in my opinion. Your team obviously on the ups. I think you've won 4 in a row, 3 in a row.
Uh,
They don't show the trends here, unfortunately, right? If I look here. Like, on the app again, it says like won 3 in a row, lost 2 in a row, did this, whatever, whatever.
check. I'll
Uh,
check really quick. Start going into it. I'll check.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you're on a 4 game winning streak. I think,
Four game win streak. Yeah.
and I think Tease was on a three.
No, he's not.
No.
Tiso is on one
Oh, okay, okay. He's coming off a loss then. Um,
off a win.
right, coming off, yes. Yeah, I mean, looking just generally at the teams, right? Tiso's a very wide receiver driven team. 10-minute warning for the show, by the way. Wide receiver driven team. He's got Jefferson, Cup, and McLaurin, who have all been fantastic. This is something I just noticed. No Brock Bowers for this team. Only projected to lose by 5. Does he have a backup here ready?
No.
No. So a couple key missing players here. No Kenny Walks and Tutties. Amari Cooper might be hurt again. ETN stinks. But no Bowers. So he's down as RB1, and you're down arguably the best tight end in fantasy football in Bowers. Um, this is a vulnerable team in that sense, right? He picked up Dowdle, which is such a weird thing that Johnny dropped him. I don't know why he dropped him.
Yeah. Now Johnny could have used him, bro. Brooks.
I mean, everyone could use him. I think I had a claim on him too. Like, this is a
I could have used him, bro. This is ridiculous.
I know it's the worst rushing attack in the league right now, technically, right? Statistically speaking, but um, I don't know. You pick players on offenses that are going to put up points like they are. But even if Jalen Hurts, he just scores touchdowns every week. I hate him so much. He's a solid player. Kamara on a losing team, but he's been great. Garrett Wilson looks great. You running out 12 personnel like me?
I tell me on the bench who else to play, bro. I don't know. I'm not
You
flexing
running
for
out 12 personnel? Oh, if he plays, obviously him.
if
Uh,
AJ Brown plays, he's in the lineup, obviously. But
right. All right, hey, maybe I tried to run out 12 personnel last week. It kind of bit me in the ass because I didn't play wide receiver one from last week, who was Smith and Jigba. Um,
that's pain.
but I'm rooting for you just because of the 12 personnel. I'm gonna pick you here. Uh,
Oh, all right.
keep the win streak going. I don't know. This is a tough game. It truly is a coin flip, but I'm just gonna go based off of no Kenny Walks and Tutties and no Bowers. I don't know if you could replace that production, especially
Probably
when
missed a
core
couple
of
of
this
weeks.
team is the Commanders playing against Pittsburgh, one of the better defenses in football. I know they're getting them at home. I don't care. Give me Freet, top 2 app.
I'm also gonna go myself. I have faith in my team, well coached team. Um, Hawkinson looked okay coming off a ACL, big injury. I think he gets more comfortable with Sam. Sam's gonna, I think, dump off to him a little more than last week. She can get like 6, 7 catches. It sounds like a lot, but he'll get like
He
I
could
think he
easily.
can easily get like those dump offs.
He could
Um,
easily.
Taking myself, I got confidence in my team, well coached. I'll have a good pregame speech for them, and then they'll go out and perform. So,
As they do. Merrick, can I ask you something? As a 7-2 team, number 2 in the rankings, number 2 in the standings, what would a Super Bowl feel like this year?
Super Bowl will feel like
It would feel like extraordinary.
you know,
Give me
um,
give me a buzzword for it. It would feel
doing these words this week. It would feel euphoric.
for a good word. Give me one more.
It would feel fuck. Now you got me on the spot. It will feel divine. Uh,
Divine. Good word. Good word. Okay.
I'm gonna be. Do you know Happy Gilmore when he's go to your happy place?
Yes.
That would be me if I went another Super Bowl. I'm gonna just be my happy place.
Yep.
Um,
Whose
I
grandma are you making out with in the happy place?
who?
Whose grandma? He was making out with a grandma in the happy
Oh,
place.
who's grandma? That's a little disrespectful. I can't put it out there, but hopefully,
You know me as the Rizzler. I'm the Panther dressed in black. Something, 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 something. There's no way she's coming back. Bring the ball. That's what we do. We bring the ball. We bring the. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the next game. Let's go to the
yeah, you
next game.
four.
Uh, who's left? We did my game.
He did not.
Okay, let's do. Was that the last one?
No, then we got the prime time. Let's do yours.
Who's prime time?
You'll see.
Anyway, Team Dust, State of the Union address for Team Dust. Hit the music.
I don't got the music, bro.
All right, we don't have music. I'm scared. I'm scared
Ooh,
of one thing, and it's a little problem that I have, and his name is Kyler Murray. This
yeah,
motherfucker is pissing me off, man.
a
He's
little
pissing me
Asian.
off. He has these games where he just does nothing, and the team does well, and they put up points, and I go, oh shit, the Cardinals have 28 points. Let's check fantasy, and this motherfucker has like 8 points. He put up 5 points last week. He didn't throw any touchdowns. Oh no, he did throw a touchdown, right? Didn't he throw one to?
No, he had no touchdowns. It says
No, I
right
thought he threw one to McBride. It got called back, I guess. This motherfucker, bro. Can we tee up? Can we tee up? Maybe this Call of Duty shit's real. I'm not happy. I've called the agent. I'm talking to his parents. I'm talking to everyone at the Kyler Murray camp. We need to tee up. We need to tee up. It's the only way I'm winning football games if we tee up. With that said, Jahmyr Gibbs is still on the block. St. Brown's still on the block. You know who's not on the block, man?
there.
Nico Collins. He's not on the block. He might be back this week. If he's back this week, I had a burp. Team Dust is back this week.
I heard bad things about it. I heard he might have like he had a setback or something.
Shut the fuck up.
Not
Oh, he's not
practicing.
practicing. It's not
Yeah,
the day to return.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like he might not play this week.
Oh, if
Go
he doesn't
next week,
play this
dog.
week,
Go next week, dog.
Cedric Highsmith, Duke
Yeah,
University. If he doesn't play, I'm gonna have to play Keon Coleman, I guess. God damn it. All
yeah.
right.
Xavier Woody's not a human. He's not.
No, he's not. He fucking doesn't even do anything. He like almost caught a touchdown last. Like he had -1 points. Oh my god. I'm on St. Brown's on the block. Jimmy Gibbs on the block. Let me know. Let me know. Uh,
um, yeah. I'm gonna
all
go
right,
Dan.
let's look at the other side, I guess. Brees Hall, he's been pretty solid. He's back to being like a real human again, right?
Yeah.
No.
No, yeah. I don't
Oh
know what
my
happened.
God. I'm gonna save the take. I'll save the takes. Um, for future shows. Brees Hall, you're on the list. He's on a list. Tyrone Tracy, basically Alvin Kamara. He's fantastic. Love him. RB1. Um, Devonta Smith, Tony Pollard, Mooney. Yeah, this is a good team. The Giants defense is not going to score a touchdown. The Giants win this week, by the way, like convincingly for no reason. Doesn't help us at all. Doesn't help the program at all. They'll win like the ugliest game by like 14 points, and people will be like, "Oh, they stink," and they're going to win.
All right,
Um,
we got 3 minutes left. Who are you picking?
me. I always got to pick me, but Dan's
I'm
probably
going,
gonna.
I'm going Spades.
Yeah, fuck you.
You're going Dust. All right, last game. We got to do mortals also. Let's go.
Okay. What's the last game?
Frank can bust a nut, bro. This is a big week.
Oh, massive week. My Super Bowl pick versus your Super Bowl pick. I think my Super Bowl pick's gonna win
I
because
think my Super Bowl picks will win because you go first.
because the Miami Dolphins are back. Raheem Mostert's playable again due to the team just gonna score 100 points again. 15 points 2 weeks ago, 7 last week. He had 10 carries, he had 12 touches. That's enough to score touchdowns for him. And Tyreek Hill hasn't had that big game since Tua's been back. Um, it's gonna happen this week. 2 touchdowns, you could book the 30 points. It was
Um,
always Frank the Tank. Go.
my side, Dolphins are back, and he has Achane, the actual RB1 on that team, wide receiver one on that team. He's just the one on the team. Um,
Jesus Christ, his team is actually very good.
Tank Dell, only one on that team right now. Kate Otten is a tight end one.
He's him. He's him.
Swift is a running back one. Mixon is the actual RB one. Like, what the fuck is going on with this team?
No, his team's good.
Right.
RB10, Minkia. I might need
Yeah,
HM back, Tom. I might need HM back. Let's talk.
and yeah, Puka Nakua.
Yeah.
Throwing,
I'll give you
hopefully,
eight.
doesn't go
You
punch.
give me HM back, I'll give you Nico Collins. He's not on the block. I'll give you Nico Collins. Talk to me. Talk to me.
All
Um,
right, so I'm going with my boy. You're going with your boy.
I have to. Yeah, I have to.
Mortals, Mortals.
A
I
minute
wrote
19 left. Mortal lock.
I wrote down who you can mortal left and make it easier. You can
Okay.
take Rob Tiso, Anthony, or Spades. Did you pick any of those teams?
I could pick Rob, Tiso.
Rob Tiso, Anthony, or Spades?
Okay, I'm not taking Spades because he's playing me. Who's Rob playing? It doesn't matter. He's playing Marvin's room. Certainly not. So Tiso or Spades. Or Tiso or Anthony. Give me Anthony. Even though I picked against him. I can't pick him then.
You got it.
I picked you. All right, switch my pick to Anthony. I'm picking Anthony as my mortal.
All right,
Fuck, I hate that.
that's
Actually,
crazy.
no, no, fuck that. I'm keeping the Rue pick. Give me the Jeffersons and I'll pick Jefferson over you.
Okay,
Respectful.
that's better. Yeah, Tiso. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. I could pick Ant, Dust, Tiso, Rob. I'm picking Ant to get right. All right.
Okay. Mara, for the vocabulary thing, I talked to Sal before the show. My goal is to get you to say extraordinary, and I couldn't do it.
Oh, I
Fuck.
like that. I
Fuck.
like
Fuck. Fuck. All right, that's the show. Mara, any closing thoughts? I think we have about 10 seconds before this shit starts off.
Ordinary show. There you go.
Extraordinary show. Love you. Good luck.